Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's tutorial, we are going to learn how to paint and draw a rose. So before we begin, please subscribe my channel if you haven't yet. If you're a beginner, you can use any sheets you want to, a normal sheet, a drawing sheet or an A4 size sheet. But I am a professional, so I use specialized cold pressed sheets from Fabriano. If you want to order them, you have to search online because these aren't so easily available. In India, it's very difficult to find them. But before that, you're free to use any pencil which you have at your place. But I use H drawing pencils from Apsara. Now, what is the benefit of using this pencil is that it will not leave any of the pencil marks there on a sheet, and of course, it's super light. So, I've drawn a difference. So, you guys can see the top one is H pencil and the down one is normal one. And the normal one is quite dark and it will leave a pencil mark when you erase it and it will smudge. So I'll prefer going with H pencils, and if you're a beginner, don't worry, go with a normal pencil, just keep it a little bit light. You don't need to worry so much. Okay, so let's begin with the drawing, but before that, let me share a very funny thing. I had heard that people learn drawings, like they learn how to draw a rose, how to draw a flower, and then they make same drawing, same rose on sheet 1, sheet 2 and then sheet 3. Come on guys, you don't need to learn drawings if you are good at art or if you want to learn art. No, you should be a very good observer if you want to be good in art. Just observe, go outside in park, go in nature and observe the flowers and leaves around you. And if you are making a flower on a sheet, just copy it. Try to copy it. Make same as the one from a picture, and you guys can search a picture on Google. So to be honest, I had searched a rose flower pic on Google and tried to make the same one on my sheet. So you guys can see what I do is that I try to make the same thing, the same line as it is in picture. So you guys should follow this and make a drawing. So you guys can see that whole sheet is looking filled, but towards the left corner it is quite an empty space. So you guys can add additional petal there so that the sheet looks filled. Okay, so one thing which you have to remember is the center is the most important thing. If your center of the flower isn't looking like that of flower, then it will not look as a flower if you'll draw the petals and everything. So focus more on petals, center. Okay, so now let's start coloring. I'm using 2 number brush from Cameline, and we require a rough cloth, an eraser to erase excess of the pencil marks, and I am also keeping a pencil along with me so that if there is a correction, I can do it. I am using watercolors from Cameline. Okay, so let's begin with the coloring. I require an eraser. I'll keep it vertically and just move it slightly so that I can remove the excess of pencil marks. So you guys can see it's quite light. I can see the drawing also. At the same time, the pencil marks are also not there. Okay, so I am starting with the center. I'll just apply some water and just smudge it all over the area which I have to paint. I am using crimson, some little bit amount of Persian blue to show a lot of darkness. So the place where I need to show extreme darkness is the place where I'm using Persian blue. Rest in whole sheet I'll be using crimson only. One thing more which I want to point out here is that whenever you are doing a flower, always remember that we have to show that petals are coming from inside. And if we want to show this, then always the part which will be coming from inside will be dark. Like here, the lower portion is from inside. Like we have to show it that it's the center. So I have kept it quite a dark if we compare to the top one, and we can see that this one is the center and which requires a lot of hard work. If you guys can't do center at a time, like you are bored doing it, so do a petal. So I am just pointing out here that if the petal is coming from inside, like the one there. So I have to use dark color there to show that it's coming from inside and is little bit bended. So here what happened is that I am very much bored doing the center. So I am just going to start with the petals. So I've just erased it and I'll be applying water as my base. So this is the most important step if you are doing watercolors, because whenever we are using watercolors, just remember it's 90% water and just 10% color. So what I have done here is apply darker color towards the side of the petal to show that it's coming from inside, and the outer portion will remain light because it's towards out. So this is a trick which we do in art, that the portion which is coming from inside is to be kept dark always. So I was really tired doing the smudging with a small brush, so I used a 10 number cameline brush and it made my work easier. So you guys can also use it if you are doing outer petals which doesn't require so much of detailing. But for center, remember you have to use 2 number brush only. In all the petals I am using only one color, that is crimson. One more thing, that we don't use white in watercolors, it's only in acrylics. If you want to show a very prominent highlight, then use white color from acrylics, because watercolors white color is quite dull, so we don't use it. And if you want to show white color like a space or a highlight in watercolors while using watercolors, then we need to leave space or use only water. So by that way we are successful in showing the white thing. I'll not be doing the background in this one because this comes into the category of nature, and in nature things we don't do background, it's only in still life. In nature mostly the background is kept white. While we are doing fruits with watercolor in nature, we just give a slight shadow so that to give that effect that they are kept, they are not in air. But when we are doing a flower, we don't give a shadow because of course the flower is on its stem and it's in air. We just leave the space white and we don't do any background. So here I was tired doing petals, so I started with the stem. In stem you don't need to copy one, just remember it should look natural. So the colors which should be used is lemon yellow, little bit of burnt sienna, sap green, and a tinge of burnt umber wherever it is required to give a very sharp touch. So in leaves you can use little bit of burnt umber. So once when you know the technique that how to do, you guys can notice that I have kept the inner side very dark and the outer side very light. So this is the technique, and once a person knows it, you can do fab in the nature painting. The last step is detailing. Add a little bit of crimson where you want to show that it's coming from inside and make a little bit dark so that it looks a detailed one. So this is the final look of my painting. I hope that you like it and have understood the technique behind it. Do share the pic with me if you have tried this one. My Instagram ID is Gurleen's World. And don't forget to subscribe my channel and make the black button blue. Do tell me in the comments if you like the video and want more of them. Thank you so much for watching my video.